You know what, something that you'll never hear on one of these cable talking head shows? One of the guests going, I don't know. You don't get on those shows by saying that.
Take one, Mark.
My name is Charlie Sykes. My new book is called How the Right Lost Its Mind. For the last 25 years, I was part of a conservative talk radio infrastructure that I think helped turn Wisconsin from blue to red. We were the voice of the conservative movement. Criticisms of mainstream media bias have been a staple of the conservative movement in talk radio from the beginning. You had a huge segment of the electorate that didn't feel that they were being talked to or taken seriously, and so they gravitated to the alternatives. And in a lot of ways, it was radical, it was refreshing, and it was very disruptive. At some point, we had become so successful in our criticism of the media that we had succeeded in delegitimizing all sources of the media, that we had destroyed their credibility. And as a result, we had also destroyed a lot of our audience's immunity to fake news, false news, and hoaxes. And then along comes Donald Trump. Throughout the Trump campaign, there were so many moments where he would say things that were obviously patently untrue. And yet, when I would try to push back on the claims with the audience, it was not registering. If I said, well, here's what the New York Times reports, here's what the Washington Post reports, well, those are liberal rags. We don't listen to them. If it was outside the bubble, they just would not accept it. There were a couple of moments where I went, whoa, okay, we're in a new world here. This is not just a problem for the conservative movement. This is not just a problem for the media. This is a problem for democracy. I had spent the previous 9 months being critical of Donald Trump. When I said I wasn't going to support him, I meant I wasn't going to support him in the general election. But I had people who listened to me for 20 years who would write to me, we're never listening to you again. We're going to turn you off. We're going to tell all our friends to turn you off. You are a traitor. You are BENEDICT ARNOLD. And again, these are my friends. I will tell you that there was not a single part of me that ever thought that I would be hosting an NPR show. So I suppose I ought to introduce myself. I am a stranger in a strange land. I am a conservative contrarian. I've been in this conservative bubble, and for a long time I was proud to be in this conservative bubble. Once you break out of it and you realize, you know what? There are other people with other ideas and other perspectives. Stop simply rejecting them because of the source. It's easier to believe things that confirm our bias, and it's easier to believe things that support our tribe. People are busy, but we also live in an age where it's easy to access all of this information. Really, it's on your phone. The problem is, how do you pick which ones they are? And that's why this may be the age for the honest brokers, the people who can establish credibility across lines. Both the left and the right need to connect as people rather than as political entities. We have to have a revival of the concept, truth matters. There's so much information out there. There are so many intelligent ideas out there, and they come from unexpected places. I think that you'll find it incredibly invigorating to break out of the alternative reality bubble.